Fairy Tale Friday. And as wallets. Once upon a time, Wanda woke to find that she had 12 vaginas hidden all over her body. There was one in the normal location, of course, but there were also vaginas in each armpit, behind each knee, behind each ear, in each elbow, one under the back of her hair, one in her butt crack, and one in the palm of her right hand. Wherever Wanda went at DI, there were wonderful things to want. At the mall was a man in a kiosk selling wigs carved out of butter. Wanda wanted a wig carved out of butter more than anything in the world, but she had no money. "Surely you have something to trade for one of these wonderful wigs," said the man, and Wanda thought of the vagina in her palm. She walked away with a wig carved out of butter. At the vegetable stand, a farmer's son was selling levitating zucchinis. Hovering zucchinis, he called out. "Give them a flick and watch them spin." Wanda wanted a levitating zucchini more than anything in the world, but she had no money. "Farmers trade, sometimes," said the farmer's son, and she thought of the vaginas in her armpits. She walked away with a couple of flying zucchinis. At the dairy market was a milkmaid with a pair of buckets hanging from a pole on her shoulders. "Get your fried diaphragms here," she called out. Wanda wanted a fried diaphragm more than anything in the world, but she had no money. "I am curious German milkmaid," said the girl with the buckets, "on leave from my strict parents at their pork farm. I'm trying to make my way in the world." Wanda thought of the vagina in her butt crack. She left with a fried diaphragm. Wanda wandered the world, wishing and wanting and trading and getting, and that night, she staggered home, weary and weighted by a butter wig, 2 flying zucchinis, a fried diaphragm, an orchid at 8 nickels, a talking cow's liver, a vibrating loaf of French bread, 3 cheetah feet, an origami banana slug, and one last vagina. It was the regular old crotch vagina, snugly settled between her legs. As she admired the spoils of her trading spree, a shooting star passed overhead, and Wanda made a wish. "I wish for true love," whispered the wanton Wanda, wistfully, and went to bed. The next morning she woke up dead, of syphilis, gonorrhea and AIDS, and her skin pulsed with throbbing Bulgarian fox cysts and wretched grasping tentacles. She ascended on a cloud, and was met at the gates of heaven by a bloodthirsty gang of 3-foot-tall angel bikers known as Christ's Little Fists. They pummeled her eternally with their strange little knockwurst fingers, until she was black and blue all over, and they kicked all her teeth in with their tiny orthopedic shoes. Wanda pled, "Those vaginas were attached to me. Why must I be punished forever for my choices?" But the only sound she ever heard, until the end of time, was the sick, squealy giggle of savage angel leather daddy dwarves in the endless echo of space, and the thud of their boots connecting with her skull, forever. Happy Friday. The end.